to ask you a question, general question about audits. What it is, how it can be used. Are there any categories of audits? Can you just briefly tell us the idea of this tool?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So just for the listeners, there are three main types of audit that you may hear of. So internal audits, or they're sometimes called first-party audits. This is where you'll be doing an audit in your own organization. A second-party audit or supplier audit is where you'll go out and audit a supplier. And then the third type is a third-party auditor. They work on behalf of an independent body, often called a certification body. So they're the three main categories of audit.
Okay, so my proposal is let's maybe concentrate on the first-party audits. Okay.
Yeah, the internal audit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So really, this can apply to any type of management system, not just quality management systems, but environmental management systems, occupation health and safety management systems, IT management systems. The concept of audit can apply to any management system standard. And really, the purpose of an audit is to check that the audit criteria is fulfilled. So the audit criteria can be, are we meeting the requirements of the relevant standard? And as an organization, are we working to our own defined management system requirements? So in very simple terms, that's what we are trying to do in an audit, is make sure that we are complying with the relevant requirements. But also, if audits are done in the right way, it can actually lead to opportunities for improvement, because auditors are a fresh pair of eyes looking at a process. So people working close to the process may not truly see some of the opportunities to make the process better. So really, that's the way I always encourage audits to be done, not purely just checking compliance, but we're also trying to make things better. We're trying to identify how processes can be improved.
You've said something very important, to check the compliance of the criteria of the audit. Yes, that's true. First, the compliance, not looking for the non-conformity of not in the requirements.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's why I think the personal attributes of an auditor are equally important as the technical competencies, because as an auditor, you've got to have the ability to communicate with people at different levels of the organization. And you've got to adapt your style. If you're auditing the top management processes, maybe your approach would be different to interfacing with people working on the shop floor. So I always think that audits are successful not only by the auditor having the right technical competencies, but being the right type of person. And some of that is very difficult to train. Some people, I believe, have got the natural ability to be able to communicate effectively, and others maybe struggle with that. So the competency of an auditor is a combination of the personal attributes and the technical capability as well.
Let me interrupt you with this, because auditor's competency will be one of the questions I'm going to ask you, and then we'll reveal a little bit more about these competencies and the approach. It's really nice that you mentioned about this, because not everyone probably is capable to conduct audit because of that features. So thank you very much for answering me to this question, and let's wait for another question. Thank you.
No, thank you.